Oh, good morning. It's Thursday, the 19th or the 20th? The 19th. I have started putting in screen dirt. I don't know if you can see it or not. I got screen dirt going into the bottom. I need 6 inches, and then I can lay down the cable. But we're going pretty good. I have taken, sorry about all the movement, I've taken quite a bit off of this pile already. I'm going to start moving down here, and then I'll go over on the other side of the ditch. But I'm basically just picking up bucket loads and dropping a little bit at a time, and just to get that soft cushion underneath the cable. And as far as the 24 inches below grade here in this section, I'm not worried about it because there's going to be a porch coming out 12 feet and another 12 feet beyond the corner. Remember, 12-foot wraparound verandas, so this is all going to be covered. I'm not worried about the grade here. Out there is a different story. We'll raise the grade as needed, and I'll have my 24 inches below grade. Also, there will be several raised beds for gardening, especially right down by that tree. I mean, the ledge comes right up to the sod, so put a 36-inch high raised bed for garden, and we're there. We're good. But it's looking pretty good. That soil is, man, that rock screen worked great. I'm just so pleased. But anyway, I'm going to set up the camera so you can see some tractor action. And I'm going to be working this pile here. Let's see if I can get you set up. And I will be back in just a jiffy. Boy, it's a beautiful day out here, right around 65 or 70. Oh, couldn't ask for better. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Well, all done with the first layer of screen dirt. There's a rock that we pulled up. At least I think it's a rock. For the most part, there's nothing bigger than 4 inches in here, although I might have got into the rubble pile a couple of times. There's the spot that I'm, going to have to hand shovel. No avoiding that. But I might put a little more dirt right in here, so I have a gradual slope up to the ledge. You can see I've got some dirt in there in the middle, and I'm hand shoveled all the way from the pole right to this point right here. And when I took a little break from the dirt work, I called the electrician, and he's on his way right now. So I got everything out there ready to go. He confirmed I had all the materials after I said I have all the materials. And that's fine. It's good to have that check and make sure that everything's as we need it. But that box has the weather head, all the clamps, the ground wire. There's the wire that's going up the pole. I got the thumper to drive the 2 ground rods in. There's enough pipe to get up there. Clamps, glue, and I got stuff to go out of the bottom too. The expansion sleeve or joint or whatever they call it. That's also known as a frost sleeve. It slides up and down inside itself. That'll go, I think, right at the bottom of the can. But we're ready to go. I've got 24 inches or better right here at the hole, gradually sloping up to the ledge. Again, we're going to put raised garden beds over that and raise the grade so that we'll have that 24 inches below that we need. The pile of sand, I brought a big bucket load, and that's what you see right in here. I brought in a bucket load of sand, and just to get some of that used up. And, we have plenty of dirt so that I can now lay the cable, and then I can put another 6 inches on top of that, then start running the conduit with a string for the internet cable. But that's it for now. Just waiting for the electrician to show up. I'm going to take a little break and just enjoy country life. Life is good. It's time for some electrical cable. Actually, I'm almost done. This should be the last bit. I have to pull some off the spool, then come down and pull it towards the electric pole. should just about do it. Let's turn you around and see how we do. I'm only about 20 feet from the pole. Add in what I'm going to need for the up to the meter can, and we're pretty close. Okay, let's do what I just did on the other end. Before we get too far, we need to run the conduit up the pipe. I'll be back in a minute. And by the way, the electrician was here, but he didn't have a ladder tall enough because he didn't realize the pole was so tall. So they're going to come back with a power lift. But he did tell me I'm doing it right. He saw this pipe here and he saw the ledge and he knew exactly what I was going to do. He said, good, go for it. We're good to go. Alrighty, back in a bit. Well, I have to say, if you're not used to doing work, pulling this pipe up this rope, or yeah, not the rope, up this wire, that's work. I'm going to let you sample a little bit of it. You'll get to see my butt and hear me grunting and groaning and huffing and puffing. But this is pretty much what we got going on for now. I'll probably pull the pipe up to where the camera is, and we'll pause it for there, but just so you can see what I got going on. And yes, I have that end of the pipe set so it will match the other end of the pipe that I just got. That's the flanged end, and the other pipe is the skinny end, so they'll fit in together. I'll glue them up later. But for now, let's just get them up here and get together. And yeah, I'm going to bring some loppers and cut these roots off. Should have done it already, but now well. But it's really just a matter of pull this up a foot or so, reposition, pull it up a little more, reposition. Now that I've had some rest, this isn't so bad. Alright, I'm going to pause, and I'll be back later. Okay, I thought I was turning the camera off, and then I noticed the little red light was blinking, which means I had just turned it on. So I think the whole spiel that I just spit out was all for naught. And that's N-O-U-G-H-T. And by the way, this is 4-aught cable, A-U-G-H-T. Just so you know. And if there's something that you ought not to do, that is O-U-G-H-T. Anyway, there's our spelling lesson for today. I have got the two pipes in position. And again, the electrician that was here couldn't do the service drop because he doesn't have a ladder tall enough to reach all, oops, sorry about that, all the way up there. So they'll be back probably early next week with a lift. It's going to cost a little bit more money, but that's okay. I have it in the bank. We're ready to spend. And I haven't spent it all yet. So I got these two pieces, and he confirmed I was doing everything right. Because we have ledge rock up here, Um, he saw the two pieces of pipe that were laying here. He said, "Oh, you're going to protect the cable from the ledge rock." I said, "Exactly." And so it's good to know I have confirmation from a professional. These guys have done this, been there and done that several times. But the electric cable is laid. It's all in. I have more than enough down at this end to make a loop at the bottom of the hole. Just, the way it's curled around the pole, I'll put that curl down in the bottom and then come up to the meter cam, which is it's actually a disconnect in this part right here. But it's if you ever put a gas line in for like a gas stove or something like that, or a dryer or whatever, used to be you couldn't use flexible line. You had to put a service loop, which is just a loop of the copper tubing. In this case, it's aluminum wire. So a loop in the bottom, and then I can run pipe just below grade, and then stick it right in the bottom of the meter in the disconnect there. And I have way more than I need to finish the job and get up the wall of the house into the meter cam. Into the breaker panel, which will be up in the loft. So, and that's fine. I would much rather have more than I need than to not have enough, because that would suck. I'd have to buy a whole new length, because you can't have a break in this wire. There can be no interruptions in between the meter and the breaker panel inside. It has to be one continuous piece, as far as I know. I suppose I could put a disconnect on the outside of the wall and then run a wire in from there, but we've got more than enough. This is done. It's done correctly. Tomorrow I'll start filling dirt in, doing the backfill. Hopefully I'll do the connection down at the disconnect. This wire just has to be pulled into the ditch. I've got 6 inches, thereabouts, give or take, of screened soil all throughout the bottom here, so we are ready. And I think I'll probably put another 6 inches on top of the cable, and then I'll start running the conduit for the for the internet cable. But that's it for today. I'm plumb tuckered out, as they say. But yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. And of course I'll be running in here. I'll have to get a shovel and clean out a little bit there. But we'll be running straight up the wall up there. And I'll drill from the inside out, so I'll know exactly where I want to be. And we'll take it from there. But for today, that's it at the Hayseed Homestead. I hope you've been enjoying my journey. And I'm hoping that next spring you'll be able to enjoy the journey with my beautiful bride with me. We're almost there. So until the next segment, I will see you later. Life is totally awesome. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.